Hello students, I am Anuradha Kadam and now we are going to see 5th Science Chapter 2nd Soil Erosion and Conservation. 5th Science 2nd our chapter from the 2nd semester Soil Erosion and Conservation. See, when you will complete this chapter, you will understood the formation of soil, you are able to tell the composition of the soil, then you can describe soil profile also. You understood what are the reasons of the soil erosion. You are able to name the agents of soil erosion, and yes, you are able to understand how to conserve the soil. So just see here one a small and very nice activity that draw any one animal that lives in soil and also color it. So here you can draw the lots of animal. Soil is found in the uppermost layer of the earth. It is one of the most valuable natural resource. Soil is the layer of small particles of broken rocks, organic matter. Organic matter means what? The dead remains of the plants as well as the animals, and minerals along with the some amount of water as well as air. See, whenever we are saying soil is an important, valuable natural resource, why the soil is valuable and most valuable natural resource? Because to whom we are saying natural resource which we are getting from the nature, we are not able to make it in the factories, which we are not able to make in the laboratories. Okay, so how we are getting the soil? We are now we are going to see the formation of soil, how soil is get formed. See, soil is very important because we are aware that we are directly or indirectly depend on the plants, and for the good growth of the plants require the soil to grow properly, correct? And that is the reason we are dependent on the plants, and plants are able to grow in a good quality of the soil. So the soil is very we have seen that most valuable natural resource. Now just we will see formation of soil. Soil is formed when the rocks break down into tiny particles due to repeated drying, heating, cooling by sun, rain and wind. This is called weathering. When it rains, water gets into the cracks in the rocks and remain there. In cold weather, it freezes and exerts the pressure and break the rock. This repeated weathering over the thousands of the years breaks the rocks into the small pieces. This results in the formation of soil. Soil formation is very slow, long and continuous process. Okay, so see simply how many the different, what we can say, the different seasons are there, like winter, then summer, winter and rainy season. Okay, simply we will go with this. So see, in summer season what happened? Atmosphere is very hot, correct? So see in the first diagram what happened in the summer season, these rocks, they are absorbing the more heat from the sun. Each and every particle, as we have seen in the first chapter, okay, each and every matter is made up of the molecule. So each and every particle of the here the rock, they absorbs the heat and they become very, very hot. After the summer season, you are aware there is a rainy season. So what happened in the rainy season? Because of the now in the summer season, the rocks are become very hot, and suddenly when the rain started and the rocks become suddenly the cool, they are having a small cracks over it. In these cracks, that water enters, but that water has not any outlet, so it remain there only. So in such a crack, what happened? In such a crack, now the water enters and water stay there only. After the rainy season, there is a winter season, and in the winter season, what happened? The water which is inside that cracks, it becomes cool and it exerts the pressure on the rocks. And this repeated action of, because of sun it get hot, because of rain, sudden actions are there. Okay, sudden these changes are there, means when the after summer season when it starts to rain, so that hot rock get immediately cool, and that is the reason it gets just, they are having the small cracks. In that cracks the water enters, and in the winter it exerts the pressure on the rocks, and in this way they starts to break into small and small pieces. See, this is very slow process. It is not like that in the first and in 1 year only this will happen. So because of this repeated action, it starts to it starts to become more and more cracks get developed, and they starts to break down into different kinds of pieces. This is nothing but the withering process. Now, composition of soil. See, as you are aware, soil is made up of the gravel, sand, clay and humus. Humus means what? The humus is nothing but the whatever the decaying plant particles, organisms are there. So they are called as the humus, and this humus provides water, means this humus in the soil increases the water holding capacity of the soil. So it is very important factor. It also contains the air, water, mineral as well as microorganisms. Microorganisms means bacteria are there, fungi are there, and other living organisms are there like the earthworm, insects, etc. So see, here we have seen one small activity. Just you can take the water into the glass and add the handful of the soil to it and stir it well. Now leave it undisturbed for some time, and you observe the layers of the soil particles at different sizes in the glass. So see, soil forms different layers when it get mixed in a water. So upper layer here you are able to identify, it is made of the humus. Okay, so the upper layer is made with the humus, then water layer, then clay water, means you can see the little bit brownish water is there, then you will see the layer of sand, and then at the last at the bottom of the glass you will get the gravels, means the big rock particles. Okay, so in this way, this very simple activity, you can enjoy this activity at your home also. Now, what are the uses of soil? The first use we have seen that soil provides the optimum conditions for the proper growth of the plant. We have seen, we are saying no, when we are discussing about the farming, so we are saying no, very good quality of soil is available, so that farming is very good. But when the same condition is in other region, and if they are not having the good quality of the soil, then they are not able to take the different kinds of the plants, okay, or the crops, plants rather than we can say the crops. See, the foods like the cereal, pulses, fruits and vegetables are obtained directly from the plants. They grow in a soil. So yes, means different kinds of fruits we are getting, different kind of pulses we are getting, and each and everything, means this different kind of food we are getting directly from the plant which is growing in a soil. Soil helps in storage of water, underground water which is utilized for drinking purpose. The presence of microorganisms in soil makes it fertile. The forest, means the trees grown on soil and essential for wildlife and bringing rain. In the water cycle we have seen this, how these forests are playing an important role. See, soil provides useful minerals also. So this is also very important use of the soil. So in this way we have seen the uses of soil. Now we will discuss about this multiple choice question. So see, what is the means rocks break into smaller pieces due to rain, wind, and the third option, both of these. So yes, means rocks break down we have seen because of the rain, because of the wind. Okay, then the next one, which of the following is not a constituent of soil? Clay, sand, plastic. So yes, plastic is not constituent of a soil. So which are the constituent of the soil? Gravel, sand, clay, humus, all they are the part of the soil or constituent of the soil. Now just we will discuss about the soil profile. So yes students, we have seen the soil is made up of the different layers. These layers contain particles of different sizes. Layers of soil form soil profile. It has 3 layers, one above one other. So see, first is the topsoil. This is the uppermost layer of the soil. It's called as the topsoil. Almost all agriculture activities are done in this layer. This contains the tiny particles of the sand, clay, humus, moisture and air. Yes, humus makes the soil fertile. Plants get essential nutrients from this layer. So see, this is the uppermost layer which we are using normally for the farming. This is the topsoil. Then below this topsoil, the second layer is present. It is known as the subsoil. This is the second layer which is called as a subsoil. It has very little humus, but yes, it contains the water. Means roots of the trees generally reach this layer. Now the third, means after this subsoil, topsoil, then the second layer is the subsoil, and after this subsoil there is a bedrock. This is the third layer, has a large pieces of the rocks, so it is called as the bedrock. It is quite deep inside the earth. See, whenever you have seen somewhere there is a, suppose they are digging for the well or sometimes, so you are able to identify these layers. Okay, so you just observe and identify such layers. Now we will discuss about the soil erosion. Erosion means what? When suppose soil erosion means what? Whenever we are saying no that the soil is get removed because of the rain, and a simple activity you can do if you are pouring the water from in a suppose you are pouring a water for a plant which is potted, and if you are pouring water from a high distance or with a bigger height, so what happens, the soil particles they are get away from the roots and they make the roots become open. So this is nothing but the soil erosion, means the removal of the upper layer of the soil. Sometimes the topsoil is carried away by the strong winds. It washes away by the heavy rains or flowing river water. The removal of fertile topsoil from a region by wind, rain or river water, it's called soil erosion. See, because of the wind, means you have seen that in deserts what happened, there is a very heavy wind flow and that sand particles from one place to another, means they move from one place to another and they form the different crest and the troughs. So because of the wind, yes, rain also carry the first topsoil, and yes, the river water is also carried. So the loss of the fertile topsoil makes the land unfertile for farming. Soil erosion occurs in those areas where the topsoil is bare and not covered with the plants. As you are aware, the roots of the plants, they are holding the soil. Because of that, what happen? The soil is not free to move, so it will be not easy to erode the soil. Soil erosion can also cause the water pollution and landslides. Plants act as the soil binder. See, yes, as you are able to see here, how the soil is get binded with the roots of the plant. The roots of plants and trees growing in the soil bind the particles of topsoil together. Due to this binding of soil particles, the winds and the water are not able to carry away the topsoil easily. Correct? And hence the plants are very helpful in preventing the soil erosion. They are acting as a soil binder. Now, the causes of soil erosion. The factors which are responsible for soil erosion are called as the agents of soil erosion. Wind and running water are a natural agents of soil erosion. So first we will discuss about the running water. Yes, you have seen when there is a heavy rainfall at that time from the roadside, we are able to see a very heavy water flow is there, and it is not clear water, it is muddy water. Muddy water means what? The soil is get running with the water. This is exactly we want to say that, sorry. Okay, so this is in this way the rainwater seeps into the ground and some evaporates, and the rest of the rainwater falls on the land and carries a part of soil with it. This causes the soil erosion. Soil erosion by water is more and more in hilly areas as the water flows down faster. Along with the rainwater, the topsoil of the hills comes down into the river, lakes or sea. Also, the flowing water of river causes the soil erosion along the bank. Thus, more and more soil is carried by the river water as it flows down. On the reaching the plains, the river slow down. It's the flow of the river, it becomes slow, and part of the soil therefore get deposited on the way, and this process is called as the slitting. The deposited soil increases over a period of a time and makes the river change their course, means that the river changes its direction maybe. Okay, so this causes the flood that results in the loss of life and property. Okay, so yes, as we are discussing about how the heavy rainfall, if this heavy rainfall is on the means mountains, so what happen? Yes, there is a very heavy rainfall, and because of that, what happened? Mountains, or we can say the hilly regions. In the hilly region, what happened? The heavy rainfall, if the plants, if the more quantity of plants are not there, so with that water, it starts to flow down. Correct? It is coming with the water to the downside. See, the way of the water, it enters or it mixes with the maybe the rivers or the lakes or to the sea also. So when the soil particles which are carried away or which are coming with this fast flowing water, it gets settled down afterward when it coming to the ground level, or we can say the plain area. Okay, and here what happened? There is a deposition of the soil particles, and this process is called as the slitting. If suppose this more deposition is there, so what happened? The river may change its path, and this causes the flood which results in a loss of the life as well as the property. The effect of soil erosion by running water can be seen in the effect of the soil erosion of the running water can be seen in the Chambal Valley in Madhya Pradesh. Here, the soil erosion caused by the running water has made the area unfit for cultivation. See, very important thing that as we have seen uses of soil, this soil is very important for the cultivation, and if the soil is get eroded by this way, so this land become unfertile. So, Yellow River in the China is known as the sorrow of China, as it changes its course very often and causes the great loss of life as well as the property. Okay, now the second, that is the wind. In desert and semi-desert where the grasses and the plants are very less, strong wind causes the soil erosion. The strong wind blow away the topsoil and organic matter from one place to another. farmer get affected by it as a manure to blow away. See, plants die because they lost their soil, which make the covers, which make the open. Okay, as we have seen, the roots are binding the soil. But if the soil is not there, so roots become open.